again, and good evening. The reigning champions of match play quiz is the Delgany Golf Club. They won the championship last year, and this evening is their first defence of that title. The Delgany Golf Club, John Berkery, John Darcy, and Ronnie Stevens, and they have come to meet Clonliffe Harriers, a Clonliffe team represented by John O'Leary, Maurice Ahern, and Thomas Bushell. The match play is as in golf. At each hole, each team gets a question. The one answering it correctly wins the hole. If both answer correctly, it's a half. If both get it wrong, it's a half. Par threes, par fours, par fives. On the fours and fives, the team may ask questions. I think we'll follow it a little easier as we get along. The contest is over 27 holes, or as long as is necessary for either team to win. So Delgany, the reigning champions, against Clonliffe Harriers. We've had the toss for honour. The toss was won, in fact, by Clonliffe Harriers, and they have given first question to Delgany. Right, Delgany, a par four with which to start. A South African, he won the British Open Golf Championship 4 times between 1949 and 1957. His name, please.
Bobby Locke.
Bobby Locke, 1949, 50, 52, 57. Clonliffe Harriers. After the Second World War, who was the first American to win the British Open Golf Championship? In other words, in 1946, what American won the British Open? John O'Leary, Maurice Ahern, Thomas Bushell is the Clonliffe lineup.
I'll try Bobby Jones.
No, Bobby was gone by then. Sam Snead, still going strong. Sam Snead, British Open winner, 1946. The champions from Delgany are one up. The second Delgany is a par 3. In what table game will you often see a free ball? Par 3, so it's simple.
Snooker.
Snooker, says John Berkery. That is correct. Again, par 3 for you, Clonliffe Harriers. In what sport will you hear the call mark after a point or an ace is scored? A fairly Irish game, very Irish game, in fact. Mark, you'll hear them call when
handball.
Handball, of course, is correct. That is a half on that one. Delgany stay one up. We come to the third. It's a par 5, Delgany, so have a listen to this. And remember, you may ask questions. It's cricket. What is the highest score recorded in one test innings? It's the sort of thing you either know or don't know. I think, in fairness,
By an individual?
by a team. The highest score recorded in one test innings. By a team, I should have said. There are many cricket statisticians around the country. Great interest in the game, in fact. Great reading interest in cricket, the test matches. So maybe you're just into this thing. We'll find out anyway. What is the highest score recorded in one test innings?
Can we ask a question?
You may ask a question or two.
Is it more than 900?
It was more than 900. Very good question.
970.
Not 970, 903 for 7 declared England against Australia, the Oval 1938. Not to worry though, Delgany, it was difficult, but so is the next one for you, Clonliffe Harriers, which of course is also a par 5. What is the greatest number of centuries scored in a single test match innings? Again, by a country now, not an individual. What is the greatest number of centuries scored in a single test match innings? 5. Is that a guess, John?
Well,
say no. Say it's not a guess.
Guess.
Not, of course, it's not a guess. You're correct. 5 is right. And that happened in 1955. Australia did it against the West Indies. The match is all square after 3. The honours with you, Clonliffe Harriers. That was John O'Leary with that answer. Which Spanish club has most often lost the final match of the European Champions Cup in soccer?
Sorry, did you say the European?
Yeah, the European Cup,
European.
the Champions Cup, yeah. Which Spanish club has most often lost the final? Or in the final?
Barcelona.
No, Real Madrid has most often won it, but they've most often lost it too. Twice they've been beaten in the finals. Chance to go that one up again, Delgany Golf Club. Which British club has most often lost in the final of the same European Champions Cup? Same type. Leeds? Question. Leeds? Leeds will do me. Leeds will do me. Leeds will do me. Or indeed, Glasgow Celtic would have done you just as well. They've both lost once in the final. So, you go one up again to Delgany Golf Club, the Delgany team of John Berkeley, John Dorsey, Ronnie Stevens. Next one is a par 4, the fifth. She won 2 gold medals and 1 silver medal for alpine skiing at the 1976 Winter Olympics. What's her name? And a lovely looking girl she is too. 2 golds and a silver at the 1976 Winters. Can you remember her name?
We don't know.
You don't know. Rosie Mittermeier. Rosie Mittermeier of West Germany. And a chance to level it up here, Clonliffe Harriers. Can you name the Austrian who won the gold medal in the men's downhill race at those self-same 1976 Winter Olympics in Innsbruck? The men's downhill race, the big downhill. Can you remember the fellow's name? You're 1 down at this stage.
Mitch?
No. Franz Klammer. Franz Klammer's the fellow who did it. So you stayed that 1 up to you, Delgany Golf Club. We come to the 6th. Who was the first sprinter from a non-English speaking country to win the Olympic 100 meters?
Jesse Owens.
No, Ronnie, you ran too quickly. I think he was, Armand Harry in 1960 from West Germany, first from a non-English speaking country. And now, Clonliffe, this is a real chance for you. We're on athletics, and athletics, the question is, who was the youngest ever winner of the Olympic decathlon? The youngest ever winner of the Olympic decathlon. 17 years is all he was. This is a par 5 question. Dave,
Can I ask a question?
Yes, you may ask a question.
Was he suspended or had he to give back the medal?
No, he did not have to give back the medals, no. No, he did not. You were thinking perhaps of Jim Thorpe. No, not Jim Thorpe.
I'll try Bill Toomey.
No, Bob Mathias. He was 17 years old in 1948, so rather surprisingly after that particular hole, Delgany, you stay 1 up. We come to the 7th. Cricket again it is, in fact. Who were the famous 3 W's of the West Indian?
Walcott and Weeks.
Walcott, Worrell and Weeks is correct. And who were, where were the last 3 Summer Olympic Games held? The venues for the last 3 games in the Summer Olympics.
Well, the last one was in Munich. Previous one, Mexico. And 64, Tokyo.
That is correct as well from Clonliffe Harriers. Now a tape question for you. The honour still with Delgany Golf Club. We're going to hear the voice here of a very well-known Ireland soccer international. Have a listen and then see are there enough clues, or do you know the voice, or can you tell me who it is?
I was with from Clonliffe, if I remember properly, about 2 or 3 seasons.
And from there you went up north?
Yes, from there I went up and joined Glentoran. After a short spell with Glentoran, I went to Leeds United.
And Leeds were playing 2nd division that time, or first division?
Leeds were playing 1st division and were relegated into the 2nd division. I only stayed there about 6 months, or 1 season, say, and I joined Aston Villa.
And you had a long spell with Aston Villa?
I had a great spell with Aston Villa, and I liked them very much indeed. They were always very good to me and very friendly.
John Doyle passes a note to John Berkeley. John doesn't believe what's written on the note. But who was talking there?
Con Martin.
Con Martin is right. Con Martin. But that was on the note.
Yeah.
Sorry. Con Martin it was indeed. We have another Irish soccer international now again. The interviewer there, by the way, was Tony Sheehan. He again is the interviewer here.
3 years with Rovers, 3 very happy years with Rovers, yes. And then across to Everton. Everton started, signed for Everton, I think it was 11th of July 1946. How long did you stay with them? Till August 57. And then you came home and you had to start here? No, I didn't come home then. Actually, I went to Tranmere. I was with Tranmere for 4 years. 4 very happy years with Tranmere, surprising enough. They were very good to me. When I finished there, they gave me a testimonial, which they needn't have done, because I was only 4 years with the club. They were very good to me there, too.
Right, Clonliffe Harriers. Another very fine.
Tommy Eglinton.
Tommy Eglinton is right, John O'Leary. Well done. Good match this one is between the reigning All-Ireland champions of match play quiz, Delgany Golf Club, and their challengers today, Clonliffe Harriers. The ninth we're at now, that's 1/3 way through our new style match play quiz, which is over 27 holes. It's a soccer question again. Delgany, name the left full-back, if you wish, who played in all 6 Shamrock Rovers Cup-winning teams, 1964 to 1969 inclusive.
Could we have the dates again, please?
Yes, 1964 to 1969 inclusive. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 6 in a row. No, quite a record. Pat Courtney. Pat Courtney was the man. Frank O'Neill, of course, the outside right, was also involved in all 6 finals, but he actually missed the replay in 1964 when Tony Byrne came into the side. Clonliffe, you have this to level the whole game up. Who captained Limerick to win the FAI Cup in 1971, 5 years ago? Who was Limerick's captain?
Is this a par 5?
This is a par 4, I'm sorry, I should have told you that.
We can ask one.
May I ask you a question, yes?
Was he a half-back?
He was a half-back.
Al Finucane.
Al Finucane is right. The match is all square. Very good use of the question there from Clonliffe. We're on to the 10th. Clonliffe. Par 4. He played for Louth in 1949 and 7 years later set up a scoring record when winning an All-Ireland senior football medal with Galway. What's his name?
Frank Stockwell.
Frank Stockwell is correct, Morris Ahern. Now for a half and to keep the match. One, Morris.
Walsh.
No, neither of those are right now. So you have a chance now of getting one of those. You're one up, so you really have a cushion with which to play. Think of one other name. I might have played both before and after the war. We're giving you a little time on this because it's difficult. Don't mind all the talking I'm doing. You can try and keep thinking. No? No advance on those.
Mark?
No. Con didn't play the... Well, for instance, you had a choice from 5 that I can think of offhand. Tommy Breen, Jackie Carey, Billy Gorman, Kevin O'Flanagan, Alex Stevenson. So a chance here for you, Delgany Golf Club. Same principle applies. If you get all 3, you get 5, but 2 will do you, or even 1 now will do you, to bring the match all square. Name 3 English internationals who played both before and after the Second World War for England. In full internationals. Victory or wartime, I will not accept. Full English internationals both before and after the war.
Matthews?
Yes?
Fair enough?
That's enough. Do you have a few more?
No.
Matthews. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Matthews, Carter, Lawton's the name of 3. So the match is all square at 2/3 way, the 18th. The honour passes back to our defending champions, Delgany Golf Club. A tape question coming up. Some commentary by Michael O'Hare. Have a listen, and then I'll ask you the question.
Out comes the ball to the centre of the field. And Willie Murphy puts Kilkenny attacking again. John Bennett brings it down with Jimmy Brown is there. This really wonderful hurler, Jimmy Brown. No doubt he may be on the losing side or the winning side, but he's still a great-hearted hurler. 1:15 to 1:8. And less than a minute in the game on our stopwatch. Kilkenny the leaders.
Who are Kilkenny playing in that? Cork. Cork is right. That's the correct answer. You have the next one for a half. Clonliffe Harriers just setting it up for you. Now, again, the commentator is Michael O'Hare. And first of all, have a listen.
And that means that Down lead by 11 points to 10. Carlo nearly takes the free to Noel Fox. Fox going through with the ball. He's pottled up there, and his kick is knocked down. It comes out loose to Des McCain. McCain in towards Eamon Burgess. Burgess slaps it down. It's drawn on by Dan McCartan out into the crowd on the far side of the field.
Yes, we cleverly edited out the name of the team they were playing against there. Who were they playing against, Clonliffe Harriers? Dublin. A few names there, I give it to you. Des McCain and a few of those.
Oh, no.
John O'Leary there with the answer. The match is still all square after 19. Where does the honour lie? The honour lies with Delgany Golf Club. Who are the reigning All-Ireland Senior Camogie champions? Delgany. Who won it in 1975? John Darcy, John Berkeley, Ronnie Stevens, the Delgany team. Antrim? No, Wexford. Wexford are the reigning All-Ireland Camogie champions. Clonliffe, can you get in? You have a little 4-foot putt here for this one. Who are the 1974 All-Ireland Camogie champions? Wexford in 75. In 74,
Wexford.
Kilkenny. Still all square, we come to the 21st. Still with you, Delgany. Name the horse that Pat Taff rode to Aintree Grand National victory in 1970.
Gay Trip.
Do you even know the price of it, John? I suppose you do and all.
16 to 1, I would think.
You got 16 to 1. Well done. Actually, it was returned at 15 to 1, but you get no bonus on that one.
I backed the second Jimmy, actually.
Clonliffe Harriers. Who was the leading goal scorer in the 1970 World Cup football finals? That's the final tournament in Mexico. Who was the leading goal scorer in the finals?
What year again?
1970. The 1970 World Cup finals. Held in Mexico. He scored 10 goals in the finals.
I'll try Jersey.
No. Gerd Müller. Gerd Müller of West Germany. So Delgany go 1 up after 21. We come to the 22nd, par 3, Delgany. How many chessmen on the board at the start of the game?
$42.
32, and how many of those are pawns? Clonliffe Harriers. 32 is correct, by the way. It's a par 3, and in many of those, 32 are pawns.
16.
Right, that's the correct answer. Delgany remained the 1-up. Only a par 3, but it's difficult. You have to count across the squares, and you can lose a square when you haven't got the board in front of you. 23rd hole we come to. This is a par 4. Delgany, apart from the United States of America, in what country is baseball a major spectator sport?
Japan.
Absolutely correct, John Berkeley. In what year was the All-Ireland football final played in New York?
1947.
1947, won by Cavanova Kerry. You just remained that 1 ahead with 4 to play. Delgany, can you do it? Forest Hills is the next one. Forest Hills is normally the venue for what tennis championship?
The American.
The US Open is right. Who is the current British Open and Irish Open squash champion?
Jeff Hunt.
Jeff Hunt is right. It's still that 1 in. The 25th, as Clonliffe doggedly keep after you and answer so brilliantly too. 25th, par 4, Delgany. Lord Hesketh's Formula 1 cars were associated with which British driver? James Hunt, says Ronnie Stevens. Brazilian Emerson Fittipaldi has a brother, also in motor racing. What's his name? Clonliffe Harriers. They're associated with this new Formula 1 car in Brazil. What's Emerson's brother's name?
Catalino.
No, it's not so Spanish. Delgany Golf Club or Dormy. 2 up. 2 to play. This is a par 5, Delgany. Who captained the last Cavan team to win the All-Ireland Senior Football title?
Mick Higgins.
1952, and that's good enough to bring them to victory. Delgany Golf Club.